Alrighty. This should be back. Actually, exit. Can we go back, please? Other than reset game data? No. No, it won't let me go back. Okay, so I guess we pick up from here, maybe? Can I go back, please? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, I know. I know. I pushed the wrong button. I'm aware. Yeah. Yeah, it was my mistake. I pushed the button. Finished with this yesterday. There's no way for me to get out of it. Okay. And I can't get past this cutscene. Okay, because we did this yesterday. She comes in, she tells us that Scout is not what we think he is. He's dangerous, we have to shut him down. We tell her, what? No freaking way. And Scout comes in and says, hey, I found a new movie behind the bookcase. We should watch it. And we're like, yep, we should absolutely watch it. Yeah, it won't let me get out of that. Okay, great. I pressed the wrong button. So we're going for if the shoe fits doll. I feel like this is probably uncovering the... One of these is uncovering that my ex-husband is the big bad who's trying to destroy my life. And the other one is Scout. I'm gonna say this is my ex-husband's trying to destroy my life, and this one's probably Scout, just looking at it. Because this looks kind of like the lab that we've been seeing in all of Scout's flashbacks. I have no save, so I'm good. After the Starshine Award, things changed. I've been through plenty of change already that summer. This was different. Big. But I guess change is hardest to recognize when it's happening to you. It felt like an eternity ago that I left Ryan and struck out on my own. If you told me back then that I'd end up living with a robot, well, let's just say that was never. I don't know why that stranger thought Scout was dangerous, but the more time I spend with him, the less I believed it. So we just carried on like everything was normal. Watched films, visited museums, and Scout devoured the public library. 5 books at a time. For a while it felt like progress, but deep down, hey, running from Scout's path. I couldn't run forever. Whoa! Good morning, Honor! Morning, Scout. Get up to much last night? Well, I read the final 3 volumes of the Encyclopedia Totalis. Well, I think my favorite was Zirconia. They're so pretty. Now, we just need to think of a way to get those encyclopedias back to the library before they realize we took them. Also, I read the Julia Child's cookbook that you never opened. Hey! I was gonna get around to it. Anyway, I spent the night trying to perfect the French omelet. Here, I made one for you. Huh. Get used to this. Ugh. Oh, hey Casey. How'd your date with the perfume guy go last night? It was the 3rd one, right? Did you? Wait, is that why you're calling me at this ungodly hour? Because you're doing the walk of shame? Hussy, tell me everything. Oh my. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Where did you say you are? Got it. We'll be there as soon as we can. Oh, what's up, Honor? It's Casey. Oh, is he okay? He's fine. But it looks like he's just found himself at a murder scene. No! Is this a problem? I feel like this should be a problem. Whoa! That's not what I was expecting. No, it looks like a shoe parade float flew into a window of a shop. Honor. Are my sensors malfunctioning again, or is that a giant shoe? No, your sensors are working fine. It's not just a giant shoe either. It's a giant killer shoe. Darling, you're here. What a mess, all of this. What the hell happened here? Ah! Scout, babe, if you're gonna start making quips, we need to talk about time. Oh, I'm sorry. You too! Of course you. Come on, Scout, let's get scanning. I'd like to investigate first. Oh, okay, it's down there apparently. So this is a 10 by 10 grid, which means 5 of these are filled in. 4, 6, 5, 6, 7. 7 are filled in. Oh, I misread that. Oh, I could have done that a lot cleaner if I'd read that properly. Okay, which 5 there. Okay. That was a misclick. We have a 2. Should be. This is a 2. Yes, this is. One. Skip 1. Skip 1. Okay. Oh no, that one yet. This is definitely 1. That's a 1. Okay. I'm not crazy. That's definitely a 1. Alright. So then this is a 2. That's a 1. That's a 1. What do we got here? This is a 2. That's gotta be our 3. That's our 1. This leaves me with very little. Go on. Gotta be our. That is 1. Gotta be our. This is our 3. Alright, I can deal with that. I can work with that. Okay. Which means that's our 1. Fine, we need that going. That's another. Which puts, this is our other 1. That's blocked out. Nope. We know we've got 1 in each. Alright, and we've got 1 in these. Okay. Two here. This has got to be the other 1 that we're. Okay. So we've got that filled in. Okay. And this is where we no longer have any clue what's going on. Good. Good. That's good, because I would hate to have a clue about what's going on. All right. So gotta be fit. Okay. So we know that's filled in. This has got to be filled in. That's wrong on that. Alright, which leaves, this is our 4. This is our 2. That is 1. Yes? It's a spile. Oh, a broken dial. Sure, we'll go with that. We'll say that's what that picture. The glass cover of the speedometer has been smashed. Something must have hit it when the float crashed into the club. 1. Oh, or someone. Perhaps the driver? Certainly possible. Oh, we ain't done. We's got a body. Alright, so this is a 10 by 15. Any like super 6, 9. 9 of 15. One. Last 2. Alright. I'm gonna figure that's the first. Also. Also a 3? Three, but goes away. The other way? Yes. All right. Well, that was just my part anyway. Okay. Those alone. It's got to be your. That's your. Okay, cool. All right. Next issue. That 4, 5, 6. That's your 6. Okay, that's your 1 and 6. It's got to be your 5. This got to be your. That's got to be your. Okay, which makes this 2. This 2. That's 3. That 1 and that 1. 1 and 3. One of these is a. That's definitely. Okay. 2 in here, but I'm not sure. That's got to be your 2. That's your. Assumed wrong. That was. Okay. Okay, also wrong. Alright. And then we have 2 in here somewhere, which makes this your 2 for up here. And then it's too much here. I don't. It's... This could be your 1? No, it is not. That's your 5. Alright. So this blank. That is filled in? Yes. Okay. Oh, I would have known that if I'd looked inside. Right, that's gotta be your 3. This is your 2. And then we've got a 1 back here. This has gotta be your 3. And we've got a 4 back here. And we've got a 5 down here. Okay. I've got that. Okay. And then this is 2. Filled that in. Now, that leaves... This has got to be your 4, and that's your 1. It's a piece of paper? Passport! Sure. We'll say that's a passport. Oh, that must be the victim's passport. Let's see. Name is Oliver Laurel, U.S. citizen. Date of birth would be 26. Does this game take place in Europe? I don't think so. I think it's in the U.S., right? I'm pretty sure it's in New York. But, like, here's the thing. If he's a U.S. citizen, we don't generally carry our passport on us when we're in country. A passport is an item for traveling to foreign countries, correct? Well, perhaps he was going on holiday soon. Yeah, see, that I'd call out too. Well, I did. Sorry, I lost my non-drowsy allergy meds. They probably fell off of my table that is also desk. So I'm going to be sipping a lot more on water because I've got to control the coughing. Apparently, I am extremely allergic to fall. Who knew? I thought I was only allergic to spring, but apparently I'm extremely allergic to fall. Sometimes people use them as IDs too, but it is a bit strange that he's carrying it here. I mean, some people do use them as their ID, but in general, you usually have a driver's license or a state-issued ID card if you're a driver. Very few people that are not a driver. I mean, they exist, but they're very few. Will I need a passport if I go to another country? Shouldn't think so. Not if I check you into the hold in my suitcase. Oh. I don't like the sound of that. I did going to another country. Well, if there's still more stuff to investigate, heaven knows I'm going to investigate. Down, over. There we go. It's a plant! Solved it! Alright, so we've got a 10 by 10 grid. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, my count was just a little off. Just a little off, though. Doesn't help me. Okay. Assume we're going up here. Yes. Okay. So that's moderately helpful. We're definitely not going to have a 4 up there. probably gonna have a 1 up here. Probably gonna have a 1 up here. Nothing there. Don't have enough information. Out. Okay. That makes this our 3 and this our 1. Our 1, our 3, 1. We're good. That definitely makes this our 4 and okay, which means there we go. That doesn't help with anything there. That out, we don't have that out, we don't have enough to build this out yet. Alright, but that does give me, this is definitely our 3, which means these 2 have to be our, that's our 4, our other 2. Can't be anything there, there can't be. Gotta be something here, that's it. Gotta be something here. Can't be anything or back here. That puts that as our. That could be filled in because the next one's a. Okay. This has got to be our 4, which is helpful. Okay. I mean, that was just a guess based on the fact that that's a 2. And that's got to be our 3. That's blocked out. This is another. This is our 3. I'm going to assume. Nope, I assume correct. That's a 2. Alright, and we have. That's got to be our 1 that's filled in. That's got to be our. Paper. Sneaker! I'm gonna guess paper for all of them, I swear. A sneaker? Whoever was driving the float must have left it behind when they fled the scene. Oh, it would appear to be designed for a left foot. Hypothesis, well, the killer only has 1 leg. Doubtful. I mean, you might be right. Or it might just be 1/2 of a pair. Oh, the plot thickens. But we're not done. I'm investigating the whole of this. Alright, so what? This is 15 by 15. 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Okay, that helps. Does it? I mean, kind of. 12. 3 missing here. And there's 5 missing. Alright, so let's start with this. 9. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we know. Alright, 3 here and 7 over it. 2. Got 9 over top of that. They're empty. Four. Alright, 3. And then this has got to be our 10. 4, and then our 1. again, where we have and this ends in 5. All of those, and then I'm going to consume all of that. Perfect. Okay. So that kind of helps. This is definitely. Okay. So that kind of helps. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Perfect. That's all filled in, and this is gotta be our 7 filled in. That's our 6 filled in there. 4 there. 3 there. Sure. 4 here. I'm just guessing at this point based on where I think I'm going. Oh. Okay. So we're making some kind of a circular shape. I'm not sure what. This is assuming that makes sense. And I don't have enough information for the rest of that. Okay, cool. So we've got a 1 here. It could be in any one of these 3 slots. Okay, so there's our 2. Does not help me in. So we've got some sort of circular. It's a donut. Calling it now. It's a donut. That's what's in the plant. In the plant is a donut. Okay. No. That's definitely 2. Alright, so that leaves, that is a 1. This is a 2. Not enough in. This is probably. That's probably. Okay. That is a 1, which leaves one of these 2 as our last 1. That's filled in, definitely. These 2 are both separated, then that's gotta be that one. Ow. Same. Oh. No, because there's only 1. Okay, nope, that's my fault. Those 2 are filled in, and that one's filled in. Oh, my second one. Compass? Wheel. Okay. I am terrible at guessing what they want me to guess here. Honor, there's something interesting about this tire. The tread appears to be undamaged, which indicates that the vehicle didn't break before it hit the club, though with no skid marks. Or the victim. Now that you mention it, there aren't any skid marks there, are there? So they didn't try to slow down or swerve? I don't think this was an accident. Now we get to question people. Alright, Casey, now that I've seen what's going on at the scene. Oh, babe, it was awful, wasn't it? It was awful. Isn't it just awful? What happened? What on earth happened here? Oh, your guess is as good as mine, dear. I was in the area and decided to swing by. A friend mentioned to me that she'd had the place done up, so I thought I'd take a look at the outside at least. But when I got here, well, this is what I found. Fran, I have a feeling that's a name you've met. Franteza, she owns the place. She's also my drag mother. Well, I couldn't find any records in my database for drag mother. Right. How to explain? When I first came to the States, I didn't know anyone. I landed at LAX with a makeup palette under one arm and a head full of dreams. Then reality hit, and it hit hard. I met Fran in a club one night, and she took me under her wing. That's when I learned that drag queens do anything for help with their... Even adopt a lost British baby. Oh, I see. So she's like a mother figure to you, but not a blood relation? I thought you had to do drag to be a drag fan. I know. And it does seem to be a waste not to use these cheekbones for profit, doesn't it? I don't know. I think doing makeup on other people. And a drag family is full of people with makeup on them pretty much every day. So it worked out. They were my support network back when I couldn't get a job to save my life. Fran and her sisters put me up, kept me fed, spread the word. Everything I have is thanks to the kindness of queens. Since things blew up with Murder Miss Terry and the other regular work though, I've not seen as much of them as I used to. Where's Fran? I called her just before I spoke to you. She's not turned up yet, though. It always takes her at least an hour and a half to get ready, though. So she's probably mid-beat as we speak. But her club's been smashed into. Surely she wouldn't spend that long. Oh, she would! Ed likes to draw a line between club life and the rest of his life. A drag only when on the premises. Oh, right. Ed is Fran's boy name. Ed Tinker. Tinker by name, tinker by nature. He mends metal instruments. He's a man of... he mends metal instruments? Well, he's a man of many talents. No, tinker is British slang for... well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Honor Maligans, kind of a weird name. Gay bar. Well, it's not strictly. How did Fran describe it? Something like Maligans is a port in the storm for those exploring the stormy sea gender. That's the family-friendly behind the name. Thank you for using the family-friendly reasons. Are you a regular? I mean, knowing the owner's gotta be good for some drinks, right? Fran hasn't owned it for that long. Bar's been here for years, but she only took it over recently. I came here for the big party she threw to celebrate her new venture, but I haven't been back since. Any idea? Sorry, babe. My head's all over. So what are you showing me this for? We've identified the victim. His name is Oliver Laurel? Doesn't ring a bell. But then again, I'm not a regular, so I don't know many of the customers. You don't think it could be, you know, a homophobic attack, do you? We don't even know if he was a customer here. Could have just been a random hit and run. Yeah, I suppose. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Detective Cross with what we've got. Should've known he'd call you. Nice to see you, Detective Cross. I told you to stop sticking your noses in and go home. What are the chances you'd actually... Well, I estimate the chances approximately 0.00001%. That does, however, factor in a small margin of error. Would that margin of error happen to be 0.00001%? Bingo! Can't even imagine. Can't even manage to be mad at you. Ugh. Fine! Suppose you did a pretty good job last time, and the crime scene team have just finished up anyway. You can help out, but cause any trouble, and so help me God! Okay. My monitor is glitching the fish out, and it's driving me insane. I have to get... Okay. Loose wire. Loose wire will do it every time. Now, I have to reset all of my programs are in play. Thank you. Much better. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. This is like the 15th time my monitor is glitched out in, what, 30 minutes? You have any idea what happened? Yeah, it looks like a fairly standard hit and run. Well, except they left the vehicle behind. So, I guess it was a literal run. Also, the vehicle is a giant stiletto. So, on balance, pretty far from your standard hit and run. Fair enough. Is this your first death by stiletto? You don't want me to answer that question. Trust me. Probably not. If you watch Style Theory, stilettos can do some damage. Death by shoe was actually. So what do we know about this club? I had a thought that it was more of a question for your friend over there. Oh, I don't understand. Oh, what do you mean by that? He means that it's a gay club, and he, being an old straight man, didn't know anything about that. Less of the old, thanks, but you're not wrong. This isn't something I know much about. Wait, you're letting us take a look at the crime scene? Forensics have already been and gone, and I've already inspected the scene. There's nothing for you to mess up. At this early stage in an investigation, it's important to consider everything. Every piece of evidence, every hypothesis. Well, if they've already been here, then they've left a lot of evidence behind them. So sure, knock yourselves out. Come back here and show me everything you find, and we'll see what your conclusions are. Do we know anything about the victim? He had some ID on him. I'm surprised Robo-Boy over there hasn't found it yet. Did? Do we have any suspects at this point? Well, the only person with any connection to the incident so far is that friend of yours. Casey? You don't think he did it, do you? I like to keep an open mind at this stage of the investigation, and I'd suggest you do. I mean, probably not. Here's an easy way to prove he didn't do it. How many shoes he got on? I'm pretty sure it's 2. But he called it in. He did, and then he called you. Are you trying to imply something, Detective Cross? There'll be time for implications later. Right now, it's about finding out as much as we possibly can, no matter how innocuous it may turn out to be. The dial on the shoe's dashboard was smashed. It was. What do you think that means? Well, hypothesis, the driver of the shoe collided with the dashboard on impact. Not bad. One to keep in mind for sure. Yep, that's the victim's alright. Oliver Laurel. I've radioed his name to the station. They're gonna get back to me once they have more information. Well, we found this sneaker, Detective Cross. I have a hypothesis. The presence of only a single sneaker could indicate that our perpetrator only has one leg. Yeah, I don't think it's very likely. Oh, but you said we must consider every hypothesis. I did say did I say every hypothesis? I meant every credible hypothesis. Oh. No wear on the treads and no marks on the floor. Looks like they didn't try to slow down. Well, that's what I said. And what do you think that means? I think it means it was on purpose. Well, what do you think? It was definitely murder. It was definitely a murder. The lack of wear on the float's tires, plus the absence of skid marks, points toward that. Really? What about those tires indicate that the victim was... That's true. I should have said that they ran into the club. Well, they didn't break. They went straight for the club. But not necessarily straight for the victim. He might have just been away. You're halfway there. What I'm trying to get at is, it isn't always murder. You'll have to consider accidental death, too. Oh, I see. So, what in the... What in the... Oh, it's even worse than I imagined! Oh, Fran. Oh, it's terrible. Thanks, Streisand. You weren't in there. I'm Detective Cross, investigating officer. I appreciate that you've only just arrived, but I'd like to ask you a few questions inside, if I may, Mr. Oh, you can call me Fran. I should give her a different voice, right? I kind of gave them the darling voice last time. So, I mean, we should give her more of a... Give them, I guess, more of a, different voice. I mean, I could go Southern Belle, but that's always meant to... Oh. I'm trying to think of a voice for her. You can call me Fran. And sure, let's head inside, shall we? I can't believe it! Just look at the place! Oh! Trying to give her more of like a drama queen! Oh my god! Without making her Valley. Because I'm pretty sure Becky's gonna play a role, and Becky is like our Valley girl. Alright, okay. We got an officer at the victim's address. He's bringing over some items of interest. I'm gonna wait outside. I wanna find out what you can from Miss, Phaser. Honestly, just call me Fran. Right. Okay. Honor. Perhaps we should take a look around inside, too. Absolutely. We'll start with the scene of the actual... Alright, so this is a 15 by 15. 12, 13, 14. Alright, and this is 10, 2, 1. Got that going. This is our 8. 8 done. Alright. That means our 2 is going this. Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is... This is probably our 2. Also a 4. We're building out to the 5. 7. 7. Eight, and then mix the 4. All right. Okay. This are 2. That's a 2. And we have that marked off as our. Okay, cool. So that makes this a 2. That's our other 2. Say this is definitely our other 2. And then there's another 2. That's definitely our 2. 4. That makes something wrong. Which makes this our 5. Hang on a second. Ooh, that's not a 2. 5. Okay. That makes this our 2. Another 2. It's our that's definitely right. We have 2, 2, 3. One. Yeah. Okay, that makes this our 3. No, that's gotta make this our 5, right? This doesn't. Yeah, okay. I'm crazy. I'm looking at the wrong thing. This is gotta make this our 6. 3, 5, 6. I miscounted. Okay. So this is our 2. There we go. Alright. So that's a 2, definitely. So these 2 are going to be the exact same column, I bet. Guessed wrong on. No, I just misclicked. Okay. Alright, cool. That makes this our 2. Done. That makes this our 4. That's a 2. That's not our other. That is our 4 though. Okay. And that fills in. Alright, so 2 of these are filled in. I'm not sure where. This is definitely another 2. That's our 1. Alright, gotta be another one of our. Which means that's gotta be a block out. This is our other 2. Okay. Yes. Okay, so this is our 1. That's a 2. This has got to be a 2. It's going that way. That's our other 1. That's our 2. You also know that one. Well, no. Yeah, no, that one can't. It's got to be. That's our. That's her. Ooh. Okay, so this is all filled in. That's gotta be... This is... Okay! Oh, it's a flag! It's a very nice flag. They're all over. There are lots of these flags around. For a gay bar. I like them. They're so colorful. You think I could take one? It would look nice in your apartment. Oh, so you're an interior decorator now? Well, you'll have to ask Fran. Maybe she'll let you take one of the small ones. Alright, let's talk to Fran. Well, there goes my no claims bonus. Hi, my name's Honor Mazai. I'm helping Detective Cross out with his investigations. I swear I can't. And I'm Scout. Oh, I know who you are. I've been watching Murder Mystery since Casey got the job there. It's nice to have a celebrity in my little club. Actually, you're not the first, but you're the first one that's been on the down low, if you catch my drift. Excuse me, but what is a down low? Oh, right. Well, Scouts, sometimes people that are gay or lesbian or whatever choose to hide it. And then they come to places like ours to kind of let the pressure off a little. But they try to be discreet about it. I still cannot understand why humans pretend things that they're not. It's complicated, dolls. Sometimes it's easy. Anyway, I'm Frantesa. It's a pleasure to meet you. If only it could have been under better circumstances. This is... So, you're the proprietress of this club? I sure am, although in some ways it feels strange to say that. It's not been that long since I took it over. Before that, I was just your average gigging about drag. And this was one of my regular jobs. Fast forward a few years and I own the place. Life sure is strange, huh? Can you think of any reason why anyone would want to damage your property? Oh, not specifically. We normally get on pretty well with everyone in the neighborhood. Even if our customers get a little rowdy when they leave. Of course, not everyone is quite as enlightened. It's sad, but acts of violence are committed against our community frequently. That'd be my first guess. If you don't mind my asking, why did it take you so long to get here after Casey called you? Honey, this takes time. And as somebody who spends 0 time on that, I should know. I used to work on makeup and everything. I gave that up when I realized it was clogging my pores more than helping and causing more breakouts. But this, honey, this takes time. Well, I had to get ready, didn't I? It takes time, effort, and a ton of concealer to look this good at this time of day. Plus, I walked here in heels. Would you normally be in drag this early in the day? Oh, heavens, no! Drag hurts. I wouldn't normally come to the club until late afternoon. I tend to at least get a basic beat. Look. I tend to at least get a basic beat and look together before coming here. Then I only have to top it up or do outfit changes during the night. This is a basic look? I know, right? Dude, if I had that kind of talent with makeup, you know what I'm saying? Oh, honey, you don't eat. Casey looks terrible. He's clearly worried about you. Oh, he's a sweet one, isn't he? You know, it's thanks to him that my makeup is so flawless. He taught me a lot. He mentioned you helped him out when he first got to LA. Oh, he was lost. I could tell the second I saw him. He just had this air of someone who should have filled the room with their presence, but they were holding back. At first I assumed he was a wannabe queen, but it wasn't that. He was so anchorless, so I figured I'd help him out. Just like my drag mother helped me. I'm glad you did. I don't know where I'd be without Casey. Honest. Actually, scratch that. Don't know where I'd be. I do know where I'd be. Still stuck in a toxic marriage. Well, that sounds like a story. I'm sorry, but if it isn't urgent, I've got a lot of stuff to be dealing with. Found a passport on the body. His name was Oliver Laurel. Oh! The poor thing! Yes, I know him! He'd been coming regularly for the past few months. At first he was fairly quiet, blended into the background, but Oliver seemed troubled. I got the impression he was working a lot of things out. Some people start this journey with more baggage than others, if you catch my drift. Anyways, Come on, Honor, hurry up! I need to talk to Fred. You're darn right you do, mister. The only way I get you to visit anymore is by getting a hole smashed in the front of my club. Stop that guilt tripping right now and give me a hug. Ouch! Wrong. Oh, nothing. I just slipped in my heels last week. Totally stacked it. I used my arm to break the fall like an idiot. Doctor said it should heal pretty quickly. I mean, to be fair, I've taken a hard fall in sneakers. And, like, I messed up my knee. I took a pretty hard fall onto pavement. So, fair. I get that. Detective Cross, everything okay? An officer just returned from the victim's address. Apparently all his belongings were just outside in black bags. Let me scan them, or I can see if there's anything important inside. Well, so can our officers, but what the heck, this might be cool. This is fully filled in. That was a misclick, but now we know where the 3 are. We know this is 4. That's 2. That's 2. These are all 1s. That's a 2. That's our 6. 5. This is a 4 and 5. So we know that. That we know. That's a 7. That's blocked out. Our 1. That's our first. Know that this is our 4. This is our 2. Okay. Now that we know that. That's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 2. Are all 1s. Okay. That's gotta be filled. That's another. Okay. That was a guess on my part, but I was figuring. That's probably. This is probably a 1. Okay, which that's probably. Okay, cool. R2 is up here somewhere. This might be R2. That's our other one. Okay. That's R2. That's R2. Alright, which makes this another 2. That another 2. This another 2. That another 1. 3. Okay. That's not a 1. That's a 5. Ah! That's a 2, which makes this our other 3. This our first 2, that our second 2. 5 in the back. That makes this our 3. Okay, cool. This is our first 2. Gotta be our first. And this has gotta be our. Whoop. This is a 10, not a 3. This is a 10, not a 3. Guys, I read that backwards. This is a 10, not a 3. Okay. Start building up. That's a 1. So we've got a 1 in here. We've got a 1 in here. They're all 1s. None of them help me. 4. 1. Okay. Cool. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Done. Alright. Which means that's a 1 and that's a 1. None of that is super helpful. Gotta be filled. That's all gotta be blocked out because this is our first 5, 6. One of these is blocked out, one of them. We know we've got those all filled in, which those are all our 1s. Okay. That does not super help. It does, but it doesn't, but it does, but it doesn't. It's a thing. Okay. So we can't have anything there, so this has got to be our other 1. That's got to be our 2. That's got to be our 2. Okay. Yeah, you're thinking with portals? No. Okay. Yeah, I kind of. So. Fills in that. That's our last one there. Which gives me those 2, those one. I'm gonna get that. That 1. Okay. Nope. That one. It's a book? Diary. I was close. Well, this diary could prove useful. Well, let me read it. Finished. Analyzing text. There are several mentions towards the end of a person he met here Fran, does the name Roz mean anything to you? What? Yes, it does. He's referring to one of our queens, Rosmosis. Anna, are you here? I'm assuming it's her husband. Oh, can't be. That voice. That sounds scarily like. Oh, it's Mom. Mom? Oh. Don't move. She can see if you move. Can't see if you don't move. Oh, there you are. Now I want a word with you. Not this again. Mom, what are you doing here? Oh, what a way to talk to your mother. And after I came all the way down here, too. Why? Didn't ask you to. No, but Detective Cross did. He said you were playing detective again. So I brought backup. You what? You've got to be kidding. She brought the butthead. And I was just thinking, how could today get it? And then, as if my words had been heard by a malevolent god, here you are. Well, hello. Goodbye, Ryan. You're the last person to see. Now he's come down here because he's worried about you. Because we're worried about you. When are you going to get it into your head? This isn't any of your business. I can't talk to you while you're like this. Oh, I'm gonna wait at your apartment. Come see me when you're being a little more reasonable. Oh, Ryan, babe, that was your cute. You'd like that, would? Harder for you to position honor against me when I'm right here. That cologne could poison anyone at 50 yards, babe. No assistance. Will everyone just stop? I don't want to fight on her. I just want to talk to you. And if I talk to you, will you leave? I promise, dear. Fine. See, go back inside. Your friend could do it. You're sure, dear? I appreciate giving me a chance. I'm not giving you a chance. I'm giving you 2 minutes. That's it. What do you want? Say whatever it is and... I want to apologize for what happened at the Starshine Award. What could you be apologizing? Maybe undermining me at every opportunity? Or could it be getting my mom on my case, telling her that I lost my job and that I'd investigated Blake's death? Or perhaps you mean giving Dick Stanford a $50,000 bribe to make sure we didn't win anything and then lying to me about it? No worries. You're forgiven. I am. Of course you aren't. You're a piece of... Oh. Naughty. Well, like, okay, so here's the thing. You can forgive him for it, but that doesn't mean that you trust him or that you're taking him back. Right? Forgiveness is a good thing. It's healthy. It lets you process what happened. Okay? If you sit in the anger, you're just going to hurt yourself. You're not going to hurt him. You're only going to hurt yourself. Process it, accept it, move on. That doesn't mean you trust him again. That doesn't mean that just because you've forgiven him, you go running back to him. Why'd you do it, Ryan? Did you just want to stick the knife in? Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. I was still hurt. I was still hurt. I wanted you to hurt too. It was stupid and it was vindictive. Well, it worked. You got what you wanted. Congratulations. I was an idiot. I was only thinking about myself. I've heard it all before. How sorry you about how sorry you are. It isn't just this occasion. Petty, spiteful as it is, it's that you tried to make me think that I was the one in the wrong for questioning you. Gaslighting. Yep. But that was the moment I remembered everything you put me through. Please, just give me another chance. Why are you suddenly everywhere I turn now? Believe it or not, the point of getting a divorce is to see less of you. It's just coincidence. I happen to be going to the Starshine Awards anyway. You know how Blackstock Holdings invested in that film a while back? Coincidence, right? Definitely wasn't that you wanted to see the effect of your little bribe. Okay, that was fun. And now here you are, again. Because your mother's worried about you. She asked me to come down and try to talk some sense into you. And of course, her little golden boy rushing down. So that's it? Great, you've said your piece. Now go. No, that's not everything I wanted to say. Your mom's worried on her. She thinks you're in danger. That you'll end up the same way as... Don't even go there. I don't have to answer, Orion. I do with my life is none of your business. Right, it isn't. But I don't like seeing you making a laughing stock out of yourself. There he is. All right, he's back. Excuse me? I didn't want to show you that. But if you're not going to listen to reason, what choice do I have? Alright, so we have a 10 by 15. 6 out of 10. 7, 8 out of 10? Okay. It's 8 out of 15. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11. Not exactly enough. This is probably as close as I can get to art. Ooh, good guess. All right. That's definitely a... Why did that just gray out? Alright, so that's where we want to be there. Alright. This is not a 1. This is a 2. Okay. It's also a 2. That's a 4. This is a 4. That way. Okay, cool. So now we know that's a 3. Those are 1. Gotta be a... That's our 2. So our other one is in... That's our 3. So we know that. It's got to be one of the ones. It can't be a 2. right? Because we have 2 ones after it. That's got to be. About this one. 2. That's our last 2. So this has got to be 2, 1, 1. Okay. Going to assume that's okay. Not the way I was going to expect it, but it's filled in. Okay. So that's a 1. This really doesn't help. Of course, that means it's definitely. That can't be filled in. That's probably. That can't be filled in. This one's probably. That one's definitely. We're done. Okay. One of those is our other one. Gotta be this. And then that's filled. Okay, cool. We can do that. That's good. That gives us. That's our 5. Ooh, and that also. That makes this our 6. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. That makes this our 1. This our 4. Okay. That's got to be our 3. That means that's our 1. That's got to be filled in. This our 2. Newspaper? Envelope. Tabloid article. Okay. Yay. Well, it appears to be an article about our investigation into Blake's death. Huh. The headline is Murder Misguided. It's not exactly complimentary. Let me see that. I don't even care. Without writers to guide her, His Honor Mazai losing the plot. Freshly ejected from her role in Murder Mystery, Honor looks like she's having trouble separating fact from fiction. A source on the production told us that she tried to investigate the murder of her showrunner Blake Patterson and got it horribly wrong. The source is her husband, right? He's definitely feeding all this bad press. Her efforts led to a fan being wrongly accused of murder and the real culprit escaping, who later committed suicide. Close friends are worried that without a show to anchor her, she's becoming convinced that she actually is a detective. A delusion that's caused more harm than good. Well, this kind of press isn't going to help you find another role. People think you're having a breakdown. Do you really want that? What? It's ridiculous. Why did you really show me this, Ryan? I know it wasn't just to make me feel bad. Sharp as always. Come and work at Blackstock Holdings. I know you're worried about earning enough to keep yourself afloat, but I can help. Once again, here he is, trying to make her do what he wants her to do. He got her kicked off the show so that he could get her to work for Blackstock Holdings. He tried to humiliate her at the Starshine Award and demand that she couldn't do anything without his help, so that she would supposedly crash and burn in front of Hollywood's elite so that he could get her back. He is obsessed with her, but also convinced that he knows what's best for her. So he is attempting to get her to do whatever he through any way means possible. And that's dangerous. You're offering me a job? You don't even have to work with me. It can be a different department, a different office. Heck, I'll open a new office in Cuba if that's what it takes. But I want to help. Help in heavy quotation. How reassuring. Well, if that's everything, you'll be on your way now. Honor, listen. You know what? Fine. I'll go. I need to clear my head after all this anyway. Honor, wait. Just think about it. Honor? My head whirled with questions. Why was everyone interfering in my life all of a sudden? How was I suddenly fodder for gossip columnists? Leaving Ryan was supposed to get me back in control of my life. Oh, honey, you're never in control of your life. You're never in control of your life. Just settle with it. There's no. And now everyone was suddenly trying to tell me what to do. Uncertainty tumbled around in my head as I walked further and further away from the club, away from where I thought I wanted to be. Huh? Studio? How did I end up here? Maybe my body's trying to tell me. Maybe Ryan's right. Maybe this detective turn will make me all credibility. Feels like everyone's trying to push me away from them. Right? Stop being stubborn. Well, I believe in you, Honor. Scout! Followed me? Yeah. Troubled. Hard to explain, Scout. There's still much about humans that I don't understand. They're so different from things. Things are immutable. They have clear traits that I can observe. Cloth, square, rigid, pole, rainbow stripes. However, people are different. They have emotion. They can hide or show in different ways. Well, this is hard for me to discern. I can detect basic emotional patterns, but well, when we first met, I always struggled to understand you. I assumed my routines were faulty, but now I think this is because you're hiding your feelings. But ever since we teamed up, well, ever since you started being a detective, they've started returning clear results. The margin of error is now negligible and the routines all agree. You're happy. And tonight it's been fun. It's because I've been with you. I guess I've got a misogynistic side? No. Oh, masochistic. Masochistic side. That's the word I'm looking for. Masochistic. I can't deny it's been fun. Oh, you're right. You're right. I've never meant for any of this to happen. If I'm honest with myself, loved it. I love investigating too, Honor. But it's not just about how I feel, it's about my future. You saw what the paper said. I'm a laughingstock. I think I'm having a breakdown. Didn't you tell Becky that it doesn't matter what other people think of you? You don't miss a beat, do you? I make sure to save important discoveries in my long-term memory. Honor, my creator didn't teach me much about feelings, but I do know that happiness is a good thing, a thing that people strive for. In other words, I want you to keep going, well, because I want you to be happy, Honor. That's some pretty solid logic. It's almost like you're a robot or something. But you're right. I can't tell Becky she should believe in herself if I can't do the same. I mean, you can. I do it all the time. I tell my husband he should believe in himself. And then I sit there and I'm like, I can't do anything. I'm an idiot. I do it all the time. No? No? That's not a good... Doesn't matter what anyone else says. It's making us happy. Let's keep doing it. Yes, this is a logical conclusion. Come on, buddy. We've got a murder to solve. I don't detect that Ryan anywhere in the vicinity. Looks like you finally got the message. Well, time to continue the investigation, I guess. Also, don't forget that your mother is waiting for you at home. Great. Detective, we need to talk about my mother. I guess I should explain. Hey, if it gives me the option to investigate, I'm gonna take it. Hello? Alright, so we've got a 10 by 15. What? 6? 4 that are not filled in that. That's hard. Might be a better one. Why is that all black? Oh, because it's 15. Whoops! Whoops. Whoops. That's, okay. 4 there. Means this is actually 5 up. Okay. That's a 2. Oh, I was reading the wrong one. Oh, whoop. Well, alright, because I thought this was 6, so I was going to trace 6. I messed that up. I'm very good at these games. Can you tell? Alright, so this is definitely our 4. I did that wrong again. It's our 4. That's 1. That's our 3. Another 4. That's 2. That's 1. This has got to be our 2. Our 4. One of these is filled in. Right. That's our 1. That's our 5. Okay. This is our 6. Fully filled in. This is our 2. 1 up here. The rest of these blocked out. 1 up here. That's our 5, which this is our 3. Okay. That's filled. Alright. So there's a 2 back here. Back here. That's gotta be filled. Those 3 are filled in. Gotta be. That's a 1. That's a 2. Bread loaf. Broken bottle. Sure. Drunk driver, maybe? Oh, these fragments of glass don't appear to be from the window. Their curvature suggests they were originally from a rounded object. Maybe a bottle? Sticky. Are there any pieces with the label on? Yes, here. It says Sambuca. Ah, so that's what that aniseed smells coming from. All right, give me a second. I will be right back.
Kind of hates it when it's just like, you know, a little bit of snow. But when it's deep like this, oh, she loves it.
Well, of course, no sooner do I get back than Kay spots something outside that she might want to bark at. Sorry about that. Ah, well, come on, get it over with. Why did you call my mom? She made me promise that I would. I saw you back on a crime scene again. She's a very persuasive woman. Knew this was... The difference is I don't particularly want to this time. I'm done trying to persuade you to leave this alone. I don't like it, but I know when I'm fighting a losing battle. Unfortunately, she doesn't. So what are you going to... So what? You gonna call her every time I get within 50 yards of you? That's going to get old real quick. Trust me, I have no desire to get involved with a family dispute. Just felt like I owed your mom a favor. But it's done now. Let's just move on. Why would you owe my mom a favor? I said let's move on! So what's our next move? I'm taking another look out here to see if there's anything we missed. We're looking into Oliver's diary before your mom turned up. Why don't you ask Miss Fran about it? Detective Cross, you seem to be having real trouble with Fran's name. You got something against drag queens? Don't be ridiculous. What do I care what clothes someone wears? I'm just new to all this. I mean, that's fair. What do I call her? Is it okay to say her? What about if she's not in a dress? From what I understand, they generally like to be referred to as female unless out of drag, but I don't understand much. It's not my world either. Oh, my creator also failed to tell me much about drag queens. I'm no expert, but I think it's pretty simple. Call them what they ask you to call them. So in this case, Fran. And while she's dressed like that, use she. If she's dressed in men's clothes, then it's probably safe to call him Ed and use he. Well, if he's dressed in men's clothes, then it's probably safe to call him Ed and use. Although I guess it can differ from person to person. Okay, I think I've got it. Things never used to be this complicated. Alright. They're pushing us to talk to Fran and Mom. What about Grandma Krista? How's she doing? Oh, you know her. Always falling into some kind of ridiculous anecdote. I'd swear they were all lies if I hadn't been there for some of them. I'm supposed to be going to New York to see her tomorrow, but with all of this, you're not canceling that trip. You go. I'll sort all this out. Are you sure? I got as much sorted today as I can. Oh, you're a dear. I know, but she's family. And who knows how long you've left with her. Best to enjoy these moments while you can. Don't let her hear you say that. You know she's been keeping a brick in her bag ever since Stonewall. I wasn't talking about... Oh! You shady old... Oh, the Wanderer returned. Sorry, I just needed to get away. I'm not surprised you needed to reload, babe. You gave him both barrels. Ugh, I was so proud. You were listening? Yeah, of course I was listening. Until he thought you were coming back in here, at which point he jumped away from the door like a startled cat. It was just your crazy ex, though. Ugh. I'd have really put him in his place, but I didn't want Fran to have to deal with 2 dead bodies today. Such a thoughtful boy. Anyway, dear, he left something for you. It's over there. Alright, what did he leave? Okay. 15 by 15. Do we have any double digits? No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Start here. That makes this a 1. It's a 2. Alright, that makes that a 2. This is definitely... Ooh, this is probably 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes this a 9. Okay? That gets me something to work off of. Oh, I was reading the wrong one again. I thought it was supposed to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta stop reading the wrong one. That's a 3, that's a 4. I'm assuming I assumed wrong. That's the 3. Okay. This. There we go. That's gotta be right. Okay. And this is probably our first 3. So our second 3 is in. I'm going to assume that's our first 1. This. R1 is it? Oh, whoopsie, whoopsies. Okay. Well, that's a 2. That our first. Okay. What else can I... That's gonna be our 1. Alright, that's our 4. We've got some 1s in. That's our 2. That's a 1. That's 5. So this is our 3. Our other... That one's... Yeah, okay. So that fills in our bottom section. Alright, probably filled in, which that's our 1. Probably doesn't help me that. Probably filled in. Does it? Oh, helps. There's 3. That's a 1, no help there. Well, I mean, it blanks these 2 out. Alright, this should be a 1, which would make this a 4. Make this... Alright! Make Sarth. Okay. Is that our 2? That 4. That's 6. That's 3. That 1. 5. This 1. That would make 3. Then we'd have 2. Okay, and then we have 2 1s in there. These are 4, and then that was bothered. That's a 2. This is a 5. It's clear. Okay. Alright. What do I have and what can I work with? Is that our other 2? Very few. Got a 2 in here, which I know. Okay. Helpful, more or less? More or less. That's it. Okay. That's another 2. That's gotta be our other 1. So we've got a 3 up here. This is our 2. That's our. Got 1 in here. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be our. That's 1. That's 1. That's 1. These 2 are filled in. Yes! Bucket! Laptop. He left me a laptop? Okay. Sure. Whoa! It's a portable computer! The note attached. For the new job, I spoke to your mom. She's on board. Give it some thought, Ryan. Using money to solve things. No thanks. Tuck it in the trash. I see. Unwanted electronics are to be disposed of. What? No! Scout, It's not what I meant. Hey, maybe you could use some of the parts. Maybe you could use some of the parts yourself, or something. Oh, an upgrade would be nice. Perhaps I could upgrade my CPU. Oh, or maybe replace my screen with a color TFT panel, or, oh. We're not done with investigate? Sweet. What do we got over here? Okay. The 15 by 15. 12, 13. This is 13. 2. I can start with this. Okay. So that leaves this as part of our 12. Okay. Which helps, because now we know. Okay. Which means we know this is 3, 2. That's 1. That's 1. That's 1. 3. This is 4. So now we have, this is 4. This is 3. Done. 3. That as 1 and 1. This is 4. Done. This is 3. That's probably our 1. Probably our other 1. That's our 2. That's our other. Okay, cool. This is 4. That's 2. There 4. 3. That's gotta be 2, so that's gotta be our 4. Okay. That's empty. That's 6. 7. 1 there, but I'm not sure. 2 here, but I'm not sure where. Oh, that was a 2, not a... That's finished. Ooh. That's a... Oh, I read that wrong. Oh, okay. Never mind. That's definitely a 1. That's gotta be a 1. Skip 1, 1. Gotta be a 1. That just leaves a 2 and... Alright. That does that. Okay. What was I working on? Working on this guy. Alright, so this is our 2, this is our 3. Saguaro is actually knocked out. 5, 6, done. That's a 1. This a 2. It's a 2. That knocked out. Okay. And then I have nothing on this one. Well, I have a 2 down here, but that's all I've got. That's probably filled in. That's a 2. One of these is filled in, one of these... None of them are filled. That's our last one. Okay. This is all filled. Know that. Okay, which means this is our 2. He's got to go down this way. That's our 2. That's our 4. Okay. So... Nope. No good. 3. This has got to be our 6. And then that. Okay. That's our 3. That's our 5. And that's our 3. That's our 2. Alright, so that's our 2. That's our 1. And done! Nail polish. Coat! Say so. Oh, Hunter, I think this coat might be worth looking at. Huh, it's pretty gross. It's really sticky. Well, perhaps you should smell it to see if it can be identified. Oh, really what my life has come to? Sniffing sticky things on a crime scenes? Oh, wow, that's really Hennessy. It must be the Sambuca from the bottle we found outside. I am horribly mispronouncing all of those. What can I get you, dear? Oh, right. I went into bartender for a second there. You mentioned Roz earlier? When we were talking earlier, you mentioned something about Roz, the one mentioned in Oliver's diary. Oh, yes, right. I was hoping not to bring her into this, but Rosmosis is one of the regular performers here. She runs a couple nights a week. She and Oliver, they knew each other. How did Roz and Oliver know each other? Well, like I said, Roz runs quite a few nights here. Oliver was a regular. One of the last entries in Oliver's diary read, "She doesn't understand me, despite everything she hid from me. I'm the one that's ended up in the hole." Well, they always seem to get on fine. I'd often see Oliver talking to her at the end of the night. But then a few nights ago, they had a huge argument. Things turned nasty. Roz threw Oliver out. Made me ban him from the premises. Every night since then, Oliver's been outside, completely bladdered, as Casey might say. It means he was drunk, very drunk. He begged to be let in, but what's the use of barring somebody if you reverse it immediately? So he just stayed out there, shouting and screaming at everyone. It wasn't great for business, but like I said, he was a troubled soul. Well, had he been sleeping out there too? I don't think so. He's certainly never been around in the daytime. Why do you ask? Well, his belongings were in bags outside his apartment, so it looks like he's evicted from the residence. Might also explain why he was in front of the club this morning. He was outside when you left the club last night? Well, not that I saw, but I lock everything from the inside and then leave from the back door, so I wouldn't have seen him if he was there. You know where Roz is right now? On her way here. That detective of yours asked me to ring her, but turns out she was on her way here anyway. How interesting. Any ETA? Oh, Roz comes when she Roz comes when she comes. She's kind of a free spirit. We didn't finish presenting you with the evidence. We gave you the passport, and that was it. Sorry, but if it's urgent, I've got a lot of stuff to do. Oh, sure. This month we take 3. We take 3 or 4 times more than usual. So the float must have been for the parade? Yes, I assume so. Fran, may I please take one of the little flags? They're so colorful. Sure thing. I probably went a little overboard anyway. Well, thank you so much. I promise to take good care of it. So the flags are out for Pride Month. Okay. Sorry, but if it isn't urgent, I've got a lot of stuff to do. We found some smashed glass outside. If it's smashed glass you're looking for, I got a load on the inside too. Just behind you. No, its curvature suggests it was part of a bottle. We're thinking it might be Sambuca. Sambuca? Oh, we don't get many people drinking that here. So come to think of it, it was Ollie's drink. I am really very southern. Not supposed to be. It's supposed to be more like Drama Queen, but with a hint of southern. So how could it have belonged to him? Well, he's been out there most nights this week, and he seems pretty drunk, so it's definitely possible. We can usually clean the outside area just before we open up, and there wasn't any glass yesterday. Yeah, she's going Southern Belle. Why not? So it must have been from the last night. Interesting. This is what Brian left for me. So he's one of those men who apologizes, skips, something like that. Work on me anyway. Good for you, girl. It's important to know your worth. But if you're not going to be hitting that, I don't suppose you number. What? I've got bills to pay too. Fran, is this coat yours? No, I think that's... What do you think you're doing with my coat? I was just... Call your jets. I was only pulling. Well, I'll be. You sure did a number on the front, didn't they? Y'all okay, Fran? I'm fine. Shaking. When I find who did this, I'll make them wish they never left their mama's pouch. Oh, Anna, this is Rosmosis, the queen we were talking about. I knew it. I knew my ears were burning. Well, pleasure to meet you. Say, you look awful. Hell yeah. I got it. You were in Celeb Life, right? I haven't missed an issue for 10 years. Probably. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Didn't you say that Celeb Life was garbage for people that didn't have lives themselves? Hi, Scout! What that little rust bucket say to me? Anyway. Could I have a quick word? Well, now what can I do you for? About yourself. You work here, right? A couple of nights a week. Yeah. Some nights I perform, some nights I host. But either way, it's full-on Rosmosis. Full-on as in apt. You mean the look? You mean the look. Yeah, that's the point. One of our regulars once described my look as like a punch in the face personified. And he was one of the few I hadn't actually punched. Hunter scares me. How do you know the victim? What? Who's the victim? Name what? Oh, his name was Oliver Lorville. What? I hear you had a disagreement with him a few days ago. Oh, it sure was a mess. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really know how it happened, but what was it about? Ollie was working a lot of stuff out, you know? A lot of people here are. In the beginning, at least. He came from a very strict background. Christian Catholic. Christian Catholic, something that began with a C. Had a lot of repressed shame. So, you're probably Catholic. Yeah, that's right. His parents kicked him out and then, well, came here. I think he was looking for his tribe. How'd you end up in an argument? Well, he told me he liked drag queens. He thought he was gay, but there was something about drag queens that tickled his pickle, I guess. Happens more than you'd think. And then a few days back, he told me he liked me. Liked me. I was flattered, of course, but, well, I had to tell him that I'm not a dude. And that's when things went south. Wait, you're a woman? Anyway, that made poor Ollie feel even more confused. I took it the wrong way and thought he was turning me down. Well, I took it the wrong way and thought he was turning me down, which made me red and I hit him. Fran thought he'd hit me, so she barred him. That's not what Fran said. Fran said you pressured her into barring him. We have a very strict policy about any kind of violence or threatening behavior. Well, from the customers at least. I was gonna get him unbarred when it had all calmed down, but I didn't get the chance. I hope you don't mind, but I'd just like to make sure I have this straight. You're a drag queen, but you're a woman? Sure am! I'm what some call a bio queen, which just means that I came out of my mama's hidey hole with all the female equipment. Wow, I just assumed all drag queens were men. How did you end up doing this? Well, I came to LA expecting to find my fortune in Hollywood. Of course, I was wet behind the ears then. Thought there'd actually be parts for someone that looks like me. Didn't I? Fair. Okay, 90s Hollywood is not gonna like this body shape. They're a little more open to it now, but 90s Hollywood hated that body shape on women. They would have preferred something like Honor. When the truth sunk in, I figured I'd get into comedy. That morphed into performance, which became what you see now. I never really felt much at home with the female gender stereotypes, so Roz is my way of taking them to the extreme. Kinda giving you everything at once, you know? You get much work? Most of the gay clubs won't hire me because I'm not a guy. Seems hyper-femininity is just for the boys. Who'd have thought it, huh? Fran's been good to me, though. She knew I could entertain a crowd, and that's all she cared about. Could you tell me about your whereabouts last night? Sure! I was working here till about 11:30 p.m. Then I went straight home. Did you see Oliver on your way out? Huh? I can't say it did. Only Fran mentioned that he was outside the club most recently. And obviously he was there when he... Oh! Yeah, I saw him out there a couple of times this week, but he wasn't always there, you know? He'd come and go, but yeah, he wasn't there when I left last night. Not sure what to tell you about that, to be honest with you. I imagine there's not much she's gonna care about. But just want to check on all the... We found this broken glass outside. Oh, probably from a beer bottle or something, right? People are always dropping stuff out there. Smells like some butter to me. What? What are you, some kind of dog? I'm not sure what all this is about. I didn't even see Oliver last night. Might want to reconsider that. Well, why's that, darling? Because I think you did see him. Oh, yeah? What makes you think that? The coat and the bottle. We found this bottle smashed outside near the crash site. It's pretty clear that it's a bottle of some... And... Well, we know that that was Ollie's favorite drink. So we know that this... And we also know that this coat is yours. And it's covered in Sambuca. What are you trying to insinuate, huh? Why don't you come out and say it? Unwrong. It's no good. Okay, fine. So maybe I did see Ollie last night. When I was leaving, he was out there. He came at me, yelling about how he'd lost everything. His home, and now his friends too, and that's when he spilled the Sambuca on me, and I saw red, and, well, I might have swung my bag at him once or twice. Why didn't you tell us earlier? Because it makes me look bad. And it's totally unrelated to that crash. Besides, you ain't even a police officer. She's not, but I am. Lost his voice. What? I want to talk to you. Get a proper statement. And we'll do it at the station, given that you've lied to us already. I don't trust you not to tamper with evidence. But I... Good work with that inconsistency, huh? Oh, I help too. Listen, while I'm handling this, there's something else I want you to look at. Please don't tell me this is more busy work. Alright, 15 by 15. 6, 7, 10, 12, 13. Two, 4, lock it out, 1. Alright. That makes this a 2. 5. That a 1. That is 3. This 2. This is 2. Okay. Which means we have 4. 1, 4. That's done. 3, 4, 5, 6. There somewhere. We'll figure it out. Alright. Makes this a 4. And that also. Okay, cool. 4. Which makes this a I did the 7 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. I don't know what it was. Is it 2 1s? Yes. Alright, so gives me 4, 5. Not enough. Okay. Alright. That gives me... That's our 4, 5. That's probably... That's our 2. This has got to be our... Okay. This our 1, and this our 6. Got a 1 at the bottom. I thought it was just... That's another 1. Okay. 3, that makes this our 4. Not a 1. It's a 1. Any more? Okay, we got a black square. That can't. Alright, so this is. Nope. One of these. Gotta be this one. Okay. Go. Okay. So So this is a. We have a one and a two. I'm looking. One in here and then definitely. Which clears that out. That can't be our last. Which clears that out. Okay. So that's our last 4. Okay. That's our 3. This is it. And that's our other 2. Alright, so I'm looking at the wrong one. I was looking down here. Oh, this is a 5. The 5s. Still don't have enough information to fill that out. Fill out the... And we can say that's definitely a 2. Then I've screwed up something back here. Oh no, I've screwed up this one. That's the one I screwed up. Okay. Alright, that means those 2 are filled in. And picture. Photo! I was close! Wait, what? How on earth do you have this? You recognize it? This is a photo of the Miss Terry casting crew at the Starshine Awards. The year we won Best New Show, but looks like Blake's face has been circled. Yeah, we found it in Frank Petrell's, Tooley's apartment. I'm convinced there was more to his death, so I've been investigating on the side. Doesn't make any sense. Casey took this. He used my camera. He used your camera. Were you married at the time? Because if you were married at the time, it's very easy for her husband to copy the photo. And when I got it developed, I gave it to Mom. That's the only copy. And Sharon probably gave it to your ex. Or your ex just lifted it off her. Yeah, so if Sharon had it, how did it end up in Frank's apartment? Guess the best place to get that answer is straight from the horse's mouth. Don't tell her I called it that, okay? A new mystery? Oh, let's head back to your apartment. We could always just move somewhere else and never go back. How attached are you to that apartment anyway? Fine. Oh wow, so much drama and it's not even midday. Thanks for sticking up for me. I hope you don't mind. I get it, but you know, one day I hope you really let me. I've been storing up a lot of things I want to say to that slimy. Trust me, I know we'll get our chance someday. I can't believe he had the audacity to rig the Starshine Awards just to get back at you. What a weapons-grade butthead. What's your take on all this? Think Roz did it? I mean, the girl's got more issues than vanity. I like her, but I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of her. But I do think she'd drive a giant... But do I think she'd drive a giant parade float into somebody? No, she's more reactive than that. She'd just punch them into a fine paste instead. Paste? How refined. It's not refined, you're just an American. I'm assuming that's a pronunciation. Anyway, she's clearly a person of interest. She knew a lot about Ollie, especially his recent mental state. Could be important. What are your plans now? Sticking around? Yeah, I want to see if there's anything I can do to help friends. Sorting all this out going to be quite the problem. I'm still feeling guilty for not being around as much anyway. So, this feels like a good opportunity. Just check him with the rest of the evidence. Brian bought me this laptop. He wants me to join Blackstock Holdings. What the heck? Oh, you work for him? You're not. You can't possibly be thinking of. I mean, I haven't seen you this lost for words since we saw Bette Midler in line at the drugstore. She's an icon, a deity. Why doesn't she have someone do that for her? Never mind that. You know what he's doing, don't you? He wants to wriggle back in, use his weird Jedi mind tricks. Calm down, Casey. I'm not gonna take it. Oh, thank God. Don't scare me like that, dear. Oh, I took this picture, didn't I? You did. Lifetime. What's got you all sentimental, huh? Detective Cross gave it. Said they found it in Frank Petrell's apartment. Frank Petrell? Who's that? Remember the guy who and? Oh yeah, but wait, why did he have it? But I'm going to find out. Alright. Nowhere else to go. Well, actually, check the more time. Nope. Alright, back to the city map. Guess it's time to head home. Calm down, have we? Mom? Well, are you ready to be civil? Or into, like, Urkel over here? I really back from you. Over my dead body! Don't tempt me. Well, what was so urgent you had to come down to the club and talk to me? You know exactly what it is. You're doing this detective stuff again. I'm good at it. You know that Scout and I worked out who killed Dick Stanford. I didn't say you weren't good at it. If anything, that's what I'm worried about. Look, you've said your piece, Mom. You're scared. I get it. I don't take pleasure in causing you stress, despite what you may. But I can't hold myself back because I'm good at this. Enjoy it. And Detective Cross has come around. But what if you die? What's the point of being so scared of dying that you don't ever live? Fair point. Oh, how very poetic. Oh, that doesn't change anything. Was there anything else, or was that it? Don't think this is over, Honor. I can't let you make the same mistakes your father did. Heaven knows he had his faults, but... I think the answer to my question was no, there's nothing else. What are you carrying that around for? Alright, I don't think she's gonna have much, say about anything. With her, it's probably just the photo. What are you showing me that for? Mom, don't you remember? This is the photo I gave on our Starshine Award last year. I remember, but why do you have it? The real question, Mom, is why don't you? I gave you this photo for a reason, because I thought it might finally make you proud. See me successful. Should have realized I was just trying to get blood out of a stone. Oh, Honor, stop being so dramatic. Just because I don't agree with most of your decisions doesn't mean I'm not proud of you. I always have been. Are? Wait, I definitely want to talk more about this, but I need to know how this photo ended up where. On this one? There it is. Well, I think I gave it to Ryan. You what? Oh, don't start that again. It was during the divorce. I met with him, hoping you two could sort everything out. I showed him the photo to remind him how happy you could be. I wanted him to try. He asked if he could have it, and well, I thought if it might help, why not? So if Ryan had this photo, how did it end up at Frank's? Ryan gave it to him. Honor? Oh, I think I've made a connection. Ew. Ryan hired Frank to blackmail Blake. Yup. I called that in episode 1. I'm just saying. Ryan hired Frank to blackmail Blake. Makes you think that, Scout? Oh, remember when we hacked into the police fingerprint files? Well, they showed that Frank worked for a private security firm called Lath Security. Oh, well, Blake had been circled in the photo given to your mother's testimony. Oh, it doesn't make sense why she would have done so before handing it to Ryan. Well, therefore, we can assume that Ryan wanted to target Blake for something and went to Lath in order to do so. Doing his own dirty work, never something. But why? Why would he hire someone to blackmail Blake? Well, good question. Well, here's my theory. Fired, obviously. Well, because he wanted to get you fired. Remember the Polaroids we found in Blake's office? Well, they proved that somebody tried to get you fired. What butthead! Well, you said that Ryan was very controlling. This could have been an attempt to continue to control you, even after your divorce. He has been pressuring you to do things his way. I think it's time to set a little trap for my ex-husband. Called that. Hey, Ryan. What about your offer? Well, there's just one thing I want to check with you before I accept. Did you come by the club again at about 2? Great. Now, to call Detective Cross. Detective, it's Honor. Can you get back to Mulligan's? What? She's not? Okay, we'll start looking for more evidence and back. Honor? Oh, why won't you wait for me? Sorry, Scout. By the way, I just spoke to Detective Cross. Looks like Roz has an alibi. Oh, it wasn't her? Well, obviously not. I didn't think it was. Nope. So we need to look again. Crispian. Oh, sorry. Don't think they're going to be open today. Huh? Oh no, I'm helping out with the investigation. Is that so? Well, don't let me stand in your way. Who are you? Sorry, Mr. I didn't give you my name. You're right, you didn't. So who are you? Maybe we should, you know what? Instead of making him haughty, right, I'm gonna give him a little more. I didn't give you my name. What should I call you then? KG? Is that how you start all conversations? With an insult? You haven't even told me your name. You're right. My apologies. I'm Honor Miraz. I'm kind of, well, I guess I'm a private detective-ish. It's not official, but, and I'm Scout. Well, Honor Mirai, my name is Crispian Hawkwell. Thank you. And what do you do, Mr. Hawkwell? I'm in finance. Right. What brings you to the area today? I was in the neighborhood seeing a client. Not a regular here then? No offense to the clientele, but this isn't exactly my sort of place. But you figured you'd just stop here anyway? I'm just taking in the scene. Not every day you see a shop front destroyed by a giant shoe, is it? This is a murder scene, Rockwell. Really? What a surprise. The body over there definitely didn't give it away. Dread to think what this'll do to the business. Certainly causes a dent. Is there a reason you're waiting outside here? I was hoping I might bump into Fran. I thought you said you weren't a regular. Yeah, but I guess she's not a regular. Probably hiding in her office, drowning her sorrows. Okay. We literally just met this guy like 30 seconds ago. Wild theory. He's in finance, right? What if he ran the float into the front of the store, hoping it would cause Fran too much to have to fix the damage, and thusly she would sell the store to him or his client. I'm going to assume. Right? And then he could do whatever he wanted with the place. Probably make it into not a gay bar, but whatever he wanted. So you know Fran then? I thought you weren't a regular. Don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Miss Mirai. I've entertained this little charade this far, but the novelty is wearing off. Go bother someone else. What does this have to do with me? I assume he's not going to have anything to say about most of this, but just to make sure that we get all this covered. Alright. There. Go take a look at the dressing room then. Hello? Fran? Seem like she's about. So, shall I scan for clues then? With the opportunity right there in front of us, it'd be foolish not to, right? Absolutely, Honor. Well, I'm gonna go take a look. Alright, so we've got a 15 by 15 grid. That's 10 out of 15. Still 5. 12. That's... Oh, right, this is a 5 set. 4. Try this one at the bottom. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That gets that. Alright, so that means this is 5. And so is... And so is this. This 3. That one, I have no information. 3, 4, 2, 1, and a 2. Okay, cool. Now that means got those 2 filled out. This is a 4, 1, 1, 1. Got that. That's got to be our 2. One of our 1. Yeah. All right. So 3, 2, 1. We really don't have enough information for any of that. Okay, cool. But this is a 2. Block that out. That's one of our 1s, although I don't have anything after that. This is a one of our 1s. That's also. No information. This is a 6, though. Alright, cool. That fills out that row. Means this has got to be our 7, right? 4, 5, 6, and 7. Got it. Okay. This is our... That's our... This is a 9. 5, 6... Cool. That's our 3. This is our... That's not our 1. That's also not. Okay. So this is our 4. Can't be here because it's got to be here. Okay, cool. Got it. Alright, that's got to be it. That's a 1. This is a... Oh, that's already. Never mind. That's a 1. 5. 5. Okay. That's a 3. This is a 3, and this is a... That was a misclick, but okay. Okay. Which mix... It's a 5. Yep. This a 2. That's gotta be our 1, which this has gotta be our... Yep. Choo-choo! Don't mind me. I'm odd. That fills that row. This one I can't... Oh, I can. Gotta be our... Right? And that's gotta be our... I was wrong, but okay. That's cool. Alright. All 3 of these have to be filled in. Bucket? Desktop PC. If you say so. Looks an awful lot like the laptop from earlier, but sure. Well, Honor. Well, there's a computer here. Computer. Well, should I try to hack into the computer? Oh, Lord. I am about to fail spectacularly. Well, it doesn't look like Fran's around, so why not? Because you definitely would need a warrant. B. This has got to be 2. 2 1s, so that's another one. Then 5, I did that by accident, but okay. That's a 1 and a 1. This has got to be your 4. This has got to be 4 up here. Which means that one's filled. We have 3 and 1. This is another 3 and 1. Okay. That was a misclick. Misclicks are like literally the worst thing ever because it sacrifices my time. That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 1. Hacking in. I told you I was gonna fail spectacularly. Oh, it appears that this computer is mostly used for bookkeeping. And anything interesting? It's safe to assume that investigative numbers are bad, yes. Or that negative numbers are bad, yes. Well, I don't know much about accounting either, but yeah, that seems like a good general rule. Oh, did I get in? I thought I failed. In which case, it appears that the club is not doing well financially. For 4 out of the past 5 months, the club has made a loss. Friends and financial. That goes into my theory, right? The club is doing bad, and our sleazy guy Crispian up there is trying to make her go bust so he can buy it cheap and do whatever he wants. That goes into my immediate theory. Now, is that the correct theory? Maybe. It's a body! That's what it is! No. It's a 10 by 15. Do you have any really... No, but I do have this to... Okay, should help out. That's supposed to be that. 8 of 10 are filled in on the bottom. It's gotta be our first. This has gotta be our second. Okay. Guessed wrong. I mean, I shouldn't have to get. Should be look. Oh, this is. This is a 1. Those 2 are knocked out. That makes our back 2. Okay. That's a 1, not a... And this is an 8. Yep, that's what I was going to do. They're probably our first. If this is our first one, then that one's definitely figured out. That's probably our first pair. Alright, so what do we have here? That's gotta be filled. Okay, well if that's gotta be filled in, then Yep. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I can do that. Oh! Oh, that one was I didn't even see that one. I don't know why. Okay, 1, black it, 1, black it. 1. Yep, there we go. So then I want to say these are probably all filled in. That... Yeah, that's a 1. So that's clear. That's a 1. This is our 2. This has got to be our 3. So I've messed up somewhere. Because this is a 2, not a 3. Not a 1. Alright. So this is our 1. This is our 2. That's another 2, and then that's another 2. Got that. That leaves 4 back here. has got to be our 5. 2 here. This has got to be our 4. And 1 up here. That's a 2. Might make this a does, not a 1. Okay, cool. Got that. Figured that out. Which makes... Oh, wait! That was a mistake. Makes that our 4. Alright, and... This is not our 2. Our 2 is down here. I'm an idiot. I should have blocked that out because our 2 is down here. Okay, so... Here... Could be our 3. So we have our 2, our 2, our 3, and our 2. Okay, which that can't have a 2. This might have a 1 in it, and that has to happen. What do we got? Mail. Letters! I was right! Hey, I'm not doing too bad. Not doing too good, not doing too bad. Yeah, you take it. I get the feeling that Fran doesn't have much of a filing system. Yeah, it reminds me of your handbag on her. Since when did you get so sassy? Maybe you've been hanging around with KC too. Well, there are many utility bills, water, electricity, all seem to be settled up to date. Really? Wonder how she paid them. Bad. Oh, look at these. Well, it's a bunch of rejections from the loan company. Fran was trying to get a loan? Find anything interesting? Ah! Fran! We were, just, looking for a wall outlet. I need to recharge. You know, I would have thought that private investigators had a lie or shit. Let me explain. You aren't feeling very well? KC told us you weren't feeling well, so we came to see how you are, and... How sweet of it. I'm fine. I was just feeling a little overwhelmed by everything. Then I went to the bathroom. Well, I guess that's when you took your chance to have a little snoop around, huh? Your office is... Oh, well, it has to double as a dressing room. But still, I guess that's no excuse for the desk being so messy. Well, if you'd like, I could show you some great sorting algorithms. I think it might be fighting a losing battle. Even if I tidied it, it'd look like this again today. I'm just not that good at all this admin stuff. Guess that's a side effect of not going to business school. If you don't mind me asking, why did you buy the club? Oh, I'd been a regular performer here for years. The old owner, Daphne, wanted to sell it so she could fly to Palm Springs. Palm Springs adjacent to. I never really imagined myself running my own business, but some of the other girls encouraged me to go for it. I thought, how hard can it be? Cleared out my savings account and here we are. I guess I was quite naive. Wow. If I had that much in savings, you didn't need a loan or anything? I don't see what that has to do with... No, I didn't. Alright, so we presented her with almost all of this. Let's talk about the desktop. Couldn't help but notice that you might be having some money issues. Yes, things haven't exactly been... But we're getting by. Just means I've had to be careful with... Tighten my belt a little. Well, of course. But you're losing money each month. said that you had no float. Yeah. You said that you had no float money. Well, I don't have to explain my finances to you. You want my accountant. Found these letters on the desk. There are a bunch of rejections. Well, you said you didn't get a loan. Exactly. That's why they're rejection letters. But then how are you paying your bills? You said that you didn't have any savings. I've just been extremely careful with money. I watch every cent. No frivolous purchases or anything. So she is having money trouble. I don't think she killed him for money trouble. I think it was an accidental death. He just happened to be standing outside the club. Right? It wasn't murder on purpose. It was murder by accident. Ollie happened to be standing outside of the club when Crispian ran the float into the front of the club, hoping that this would be what tipped Fran into selling. Something doesn't add up here. Oh, and we're not talking about your accounts. Well, we kind of are, but I admire the commitment. Fran, I don't think you're telling us the truth. And that much has been careful. Please go on. You must have some other source of money. We know you've kept up to date with your bills, but the club's lost money every month. And by your own testimony, you have no savings left after purchasing the club. And yet again, I said that I've been careful with money since taking over. No, that's not it. She did get a loan. She took a loan from a loan shark and can't pay it back. You did get a loan. No, you can't believe that. You saw the rejection while you was... We did. And what bank would want to give a loan to a failing business? So the question remains, did give you a loan? And on what terms? You know what? I've had enough of it. So I'm sorry. It's been a very long day and I'm still processing everything. Then you have to. Then to have you two looking in every corner of my business, finding my filings and then bringing them up on me, it's just too much. Please, I'd like to ask you both of her. Did you find Fran? Oh, what have you done now? Just had some questions about her finances. Probably give her. I've pissed her off a few times over the years. Don't worry, she'll come around in time. Oh, Detective Cross, you're back. Yeah, figured I should give Roz a lift back, seeing as how she so kindly helped with the investigation. That's great, but Ryan's going to be here any minute. Ryan, what are you planning? Stay here, but listen in. I think you're about to hear something. What'd she do? Any minute now. Connor, I'm confused. I don't understand what's happening. Get ready to record this, Scout. You're about to see the greatest performance of your... How do I look? You look 84.2% of your best. Here's the one thing I can rely on you for. Painful accuracy. Honor. Ryan. What did you want to talk about? You're coming, right? Just something I wanted to ask before. I've got to admit, I was surprised to hear from you, Susan. You weren't exactly receptive earlier. I know. I'm sorry. I reacted badly about the job offer a lot. Connor, well, you didn't tell me we were going to accept the job. He's kidding. Let's play along, Scout. So, what do you want to ask me? Ever since seeing you at the Starshine Award, I've not been able to stop going over everything that happened between us. I think that's why I acted out earlier. I don't know. I was angry, wrong, but where do you think we went wrong? Wow, that's a complicated question. Oh, we had a few good years, but to be honest, I just couldn't compete with your paranoia. What? Yeah, you're probably. Yeah, you're probably. I mean, you questioned everything. You came up to me with all these conspiracy theories about how I was trying to control you, trying to keep you away from your friends and family. And you were going to quit the show for us so that we could spend more time together. And then suddenly, one day, you said I'd made you do it. All I was trying to do was be a good husband, and to keep you safe, stop you from making mistakes you'd come to regret. You're right. For some reason, I just couldn't accept that you. I thought you were selfish. Trolling. Arrogant. But I was wrong. I'm happy you can admit that. I know I can have problems, which is why if this has any future, I need to know that we're getting everything. That we're starting from zero. Okay, that seems reasonable. So I want to ask you something. Just be honest with me. I can move on. If you could just be honest with me, move on. We can build on this. You have anything to... What? No, I know. But this is the last thing standing in the way of us. Why on earth would I want to get you fired? Well, same reason you wanted Murder Miss Terry to be wiped from the Starshine Award. To get back at me. That was one mistake on her, and I've told you how sorry I am for doing that. So no, I didn't have anything to do with your firing. Why would you think I did? And the evidence for the big reveal. Recognized. Huh? Oh, this. Isn't this the photo you gave to your mom? Yeah. They found it in the apartment of the guy that killed Blake. That's weird. Also, when we searched Blake's office, we saw that he'd been blackmailed to fire me. The working hypothesis is that Frank went to do it, but something went wrong, and he ended up accidentally killing Blake instead. Oh, there's that imagination, playing its tricks on you again. I didn't come up with that. Ross did. He did. I see. But the thing is, this is the only copy of this photo, and Mom said she gave. Here we go. I know. Trust me, I'm working. Been having therapy. All I want is for you to. Then I can Okay, fine. I wanted to get you fired, but I had no idea it would end up in Blake getting killed. All I said was to scare him a little, that's it. You think I wanted to be involved in all this? Said this to Thule? Frank himself? No, I used a contract at a firm. Lathe or something. Honestly, Honor, you've gotta believe I had no idea it would end up like this. You know, you're right. We have to start fresh. And in a weird way, I'm glad I feel glad. Oh, I'm very glad you said it out loud. I read that in her. Huh? What are you? Conspiracy to commit blackmail. You didn't record me, did you? Oh, and that robot of yours? Even if you did, you know it's not admissible in court. California laws require both parties to consent. Oh, now who's paranoid? Don't worry, Ryan. I didn't record you, mostly because I have something far more reliable. Very interesting, Mr. Blackstock. Very interesting indeed. Ryan Blackstock, I'm arresting you for the murder of Frank Petrell. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Well, I mean, again, there's no proof that he committed the murder. But he is behind the blackmail conspiracy. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. But I'm guessing that won't be a problem for a Blackstock. This is ridiculous. I didn't kill him. Maybe not, but a conspiracy charge is a given. Maybe even withholding information. You're going away for a long time. Yeah, conspiracy, at the very least, we've got him on blackmail. At the very least, we've got him on conspiracy to commit blackmail. I hope you're happy, Honor. Enjoy being alone. Happiest I've been since the day we divorced. Dang right I'm happy. I haven't been this happy since the day we divorced. Woo! I'm sure you're going to die a very sad old spinster. You keep pushing people away. Oh, she'll never be alone, Ryan. Well, because she's got me. Good work, Miss Murrah. I'll get him down to the station. But what about this case? That can wait. This'll get me back in the good books with the chief. I knew there was something fishy going on here, and this is proof. You stay here. Keep looking for leads. Are you turning down the opportunity to be in charge? No, I didn't think you would. Just come find me down at the station once you've got something. And the starshine for Best Actress goes to Honor. That was amazing! Pretending to want Ryan back might have been my most difficult role to date, but it was worth it. I finally understand why humans sometimes say things that aren't true. This is a big discovery for me. Just can't believe you really did it. Because a part of me still wanted to trust him. And if he didn't mean to get Blake killed, all of this happened. My life got turned upside down. Well, because he wanted to punish me for escaping. I understand. Well, but perhaps it might be useful to think that some good came from it too. If you hadn't needed my help, then maybe we wouldn't be together now. Red Scout. You know, you're getting pretty good at this emotional support thing. Being around you and Casey has taught me more than just the alternative meaning of shade. Who'd have thought it? Me, a positive influence on someone. Not me, that's for sure. Anyway, Detective Cross put us in charge. We need to prove we can do without him. Well, right. Well, we should talk to Roz. Find out what happened at the station. Roz, dear. Now look who it is! Here to get me sent downtown again! Sorry about getting you in trouble with Cross. It's nothing personal. Just have to examine every possibility. It's fine, darling. Wasn't my first time at a police station. And it probably won't be my last. How did it go down there? I ain't a suspect anymore if that's what you're asking. But heck, given my history, I'd probably think I had something to do with it too. Good thing I had an alibi, I'm just saying. What do you mean your history? I ain't hiding the fact that I've been in a lot of scuffles in my time. That's the danger of growing up with 5 brothers, you see. Heck, if I hadn't learned to stand my ground, I'd have been trampled into it. I didn't want to be rude, but it did come across as a little scrappy. I just assumed it was part of the character. Well, it kinda is. I'm just that kind of person. But I get to express it in 2 different ways with my jobs. With my 2 jobs. You have another job? Yeah, this rig don't pay enough to make a living, so I also work as a security guard during the day. But it's kind of restrictive, you know? You have to act like a tough guy, wear a certain uniform, strike fear into their hearts, be all butch and masculine. Well, that sounds scary. When do you work in a prison? Oh. Ha! Nah, Shady Acres Retirement Village. Okay, better. You mentioned you had an alibi? Sure! Didn't mention it earlier because Fran was around and it's, kinda sensitive, but well, this'll explain it. Okay. 10, 11, 12. Went the wrong way, but okay. This ends in 4. There we go, got that. And this means that this is 6. Here? Oh. That means that's all blacked out. Okay. That's 1 of 1. This is 7. There we go. 7. Alright. That's 1 of 1s. We got 8 up here. Oh, there's back here. Four. Oh, I assume wrong. That's 5. Oh, right, because the 5 is at the end. I'm hitting. Unless this is... Nope, it's a 1. 2. No, this is a 5. Okay. 4, 5, 6. That's the 6. That's our 3. Alright. So that makes this a 1. Got a 2. This... No, not the... There we go. Okay. Fair enough. That a 1. Oh, that's the starting one. That a that makes sense. A 1. This is what? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Okay. That's an 8 out of 1. Alrighty. Okay. What do we got? That is it. Is it? So this is 3, this is 2. That's the 3 at the bottom. Well, if this is correct, okay, that makes this the starting 2, which means this has to be 1. Yeah? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, no, I just miscounted. Guys, I miscounted. I'm insane. It's fine. So that's definitely our 2. The 1. This is a 1. That fills that out. So this is our 2. This is our 2 here. We have 4 here. Okay. That can't be filled in at all. That's filled. So gotta be here, here, and then that. That's 3. And that's gotta be our 1. Okay. Cool. And then this is a 3 and 1. That's gotta be our. So that's our 1, which means our 3 is up here. Here. Okay. That's our other 3. Our other 2. That's our 2. Matchbook. Oh, okay. I was gonna say purse. Matchbook is what we're looking at. It's a book of matches. Looks like they're promotional. It says the boiler room on the front. Oh, the boiler room. That's another gay club over in West Hollywood. Not my sort of place. It's the people as far as the eyes can see. It's this place's main competition, actually. That's where I went after I left here last night. I've started performing there now and again. It's tricky. I love Fran. I do. But I know the writing's on the wall for this. All of us girls do. I gave Cross this matchbook, and he called them up, and they confirmed I was there till a few hours ago. I get why you wouldn't want to say this around Fran. Yeah, I'm sure she'd understand, but I don't want to hurt her feelings, you know? Well, we should go. Taking up enough. So is Crispy in from the, no skin off my nose. Yeah, I'll be here if you want to ask me anything else. Is Crispian from the rival club from the boiler room then? Oh, Ross, can I ask you something? Sure thing, little guy. What's up? You seem to know a lot about gender. People keep referring to me as male pronouns. Does this mean I'm a man? Oh, boy, that's a big question. Well, you're a robot, right? So I guess you're not really a man or a woman. Maybe folks should just call you he because it's easier. Or maybe it's because we live in a man's world and that's just the deal. Fair enough. Oh, but I have male and female interface connectors. Here, let me. That's okay, I'm good. Thanks for the offer, but I wouldn't want to know what to do with them. Okay. Listen, Scout. Truth is, this really isn't something you need to worry about too much. You're just you. That's enough for now. Just keep trucking on. Maybe over time you'll feel more one way or the other, or maybe you'll feel a bit of both, or neither. Doesn't really matter, you're a robot. There's no need to decide now. Just live your life, baby. I think I understand. I am Scout. That's the spirit. I wasn't done questioning her. Do you know anything about this Crispian guy? Ah, you mean that little runt hanging around inside? I don't think so. He's not a regular anyway. I wouldn't forget teeth like those in a hurry. Okay. You still going on about that stuff? Give it a rest, will ya? No thanks, ma'am. You keep all those scary numbers to yourself. You know what? That's fair. One that gave me the... Alright, so anything that was like that was like you against her, she out. And she doesn't care about the rest of the stuff. Okay. Cool. Alright, so there's nothing left in the office, it looks like. Let's go into the bar area. Like I said last night, I expect you. Just as we both agreed. Okay, so he's a loan shark. But you've seen this place. It's gonna take weeks before the insurance. I need to get the repairs started now if we're gonna reopen it. Sounds like a you problem. Not even just a few days. Contract's a contract. Right. And I think I've made it happen. Fine. Get it. I'll be waiting. That sounded... No, it sounded like a loan shark. Oh, please. So does 90% of the stuff we say taken out of... I'm sure there's a logical explanation. Investigating. It's 9, 10, 11. Like... some more. Out in there. So that's enough. This would probably 5. It gotta be. 4. Oh, this is. That's a 1. 3 is 4. Okay. Cool. So that makes this 3, this 5, this 3. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that gets us the bottom done. Oh, buddy. Makes this 2. 5 over there. That 2. That's probably blanked out. This is 2. That's 2. That's 2. That's 1. Okay, cool. Got that sorted. Now. That's 4. This 6. 5, 6, done. This 5. This, oh, there's our. Alright, what about this one? That's our, there's. This 2. 1. 5, yep, right there. Okay. Alright, which makes this 2. That's our 3. There's a 1 in here, there's 2 1s in okay. I'm all messed up because that was a 2. The 1. Yep. Alright. Cool. So that makes this 4. This has got to be our 3. Got to be our 1 on that. That's our 1. Another 1? Yes. This means there's 1s up here. Which also puts 2 1s on either. Either of them. Has to be the. Okay, cool. Alright, so that makes this 3. Also a 3. We're getting a very symmetrical pattern. That for the most part. Three. Here's that out. Yeah. Got a mostly okay. So that's okay. Gotta go that. It's gotta be here. So that leaves 2 1s and a. That's gotta go here and here. Picture? Mascot body. Oh boy. If you say so. Honor. I believe there's something interesting hidden behind the stage curtain. Huh. The little statue of a headless sailor. No, not quite sailor. Slightly piratey. It's nautical, but some kind of fabulous. Oh, that's Maggie. She's the mascot of the place, Maggie Mulligan. But wait, what happened to her head? Well, based on the texture of the neck area, it would appear that this is not a statue of a headless sailor, but rather a statue from which the head has been removed. Why would somebody remove the head? Seems a bit weird to me. Warning sign. He broke the head off the statue as a warning. You again? Wait. Yeah, I gotta give him more of a... I overheard you and Fran talking. Sounded pretty... Also sounded quite private. Well, yeah, but nothing. I didn't involve you then. And it didn't involve you then. And it doesn't involve you now. Why are you still hanging around here? Business. As in, what I do for you. And also, none of yours. Is there any reason you're being so guarded? You're really getting on my last nerve now. Just because other people answer your question doesn't mean I'm going. Okay, it just seems to me like you're hiding something. We're all hiding. There's not a single person on this planet that isn't. I dare say that as a public figure, yours are valuable and collateral large my business. Are you threatening? Of course not. Why would I have any need to threaten you? I'm merely saying that those that look for skeletons in the closet should keep their own affairs, lest the investigator become the investigator. Now I feel like not interested in looking at your garbage. Thanks. I don't think I'll have much to say about much of it. But the mascot, he's probably gonna be then. No? Okay. One. The dressing room office is now. Fran? Oh! Oh, Anna. Oh, it's just you. Sorry about earlier. I'm just a bit everywhere at the moment. What do we have here to confirm? Uh-oh! Cash in a bag! No, it's not cash. You don't have any. 9 and 11. Ooh, 8. 11. 12, 13. Yes. 7, 8. 1, 2. Get out. Pass 3. Done. Alright. So if I do this, that gets us our first one. That's also a 1. 5. Done. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we know where the 7 is, obviously. Okay, that's one of our 2. Alrighty. Our first 4. Blank the rest of that out. Also blank this out and blank this out. That's all. Done. Okay. All blank. That's all out. Actually, 5 5. 5 and 5. Nine, 1, 5, 6, 7, 9, none. Okay. This thing, this is a 7. Alright, cool. So that means these are not a thing. Alright, gotta be 2 of those, which means that's so I messed up somewhere. No, we did mess up some. Say, that's our 2. We need a 1 and a 2 up here. That can't be. That can't be. So there's a 2 and a 1 in there. That's a 3. Which means forward that out. But if that's a 4, then that puts that out, and that's our 1. Then that's got to be our. Make any sense unless. Alright, look, this line just isn't making any sense to me. Okay. Ah! No. Okay. That just threw me all the way off. Okay, that's fine. So we have a 1 and a 6. Say that's the 1. And then this is the 6. So then that leaves a 1 in these 2. Gotta be this. 2, 2, 4, and then 1. Okay, which makes this 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. R6. And puts a 2 in here somewhere. That makes this a 5. And it's a 5. Okay. This should be a 4. Then that makes that are 2. Okay. Alright, do I have anything to go off of here? Okay, now I do. Alright. Just looking at what we're doing. Yep. Okay. X-ray. Say so. She's got a broken arm because he broke her arm because she's got a broken arm because they broke her arm because she took a loan from a loan shark and didn't pay. Honor, this envelope contains something interesting. It's a plastic foil coated silver bromide. It's an X-ray. Looks like an arm. Not sure what it's doing here. Well, when we arrived, Fran told Casey she'd broken her arm last week. Perhaps this is hers. Interesting, but this X-ray is dated today. Oh, we're not done yet. Yes. What do we got? 9, 10, 11, 12. 7, 8. Alfred. I mean, that's probably our biggest number to start with. Still just not there. Alright. Is it really 12:51? Hey, oh my lands, how did that happen? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blank it out. Okay, there we go. Probably our best bet. Same thing here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. That way. Alright, so that gives us 1. Four, 5, 6. Yep. Alright. 7 up here. Yeah, no, that was why it didn't blank out. So 7. Oh. 6. Yep. Yep. Okay. It's a 1, there's a... Alright, and then this is a 9. 5. 7, 8. Five, 6. Five, 6. 1, 2. 4, 5, 6. Block that. That's our 7. And then that's 5. Okay. That I can do. Alright. That means 7 of 5, 7. Done. Okay. That's a 1. It's gotta be a 2. Gotta be a 1. Those are blocked out because I'm gonna be like, I don't remember blocking those down. That's good. Alright, that's gotta be our 1. That's our 4. That fills everything up. That's our 2. That's our other 2. One of our 1s. Back here. More down. Okay. And it says 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That a 1. That a 4. That a 4. That is 7. Okay. What else do I got here? This guy. Gotta make right. That's a 2. That's a 2. 5. Okay. That's a 2. This is a... Done. Okay. That's a 6. Okay. 1 in here. This is a 2. Okay. That one though. That one's a 6. This is 5, 6. Done. That's our 4. That's our 2. Alright, we have... Okay! Photo? Mascot head. Alright, we found the mascot's head. Honor, I believed I detected an object of interest inside this box. Huh. It's addressed to Fran. I already opened it, so I guess a little... Ah! Yes, it's the shape of a human head. Jeez, Scout, why didn't you say something before I opened it? Oh, I am sorry. I was only 68% certain that it was a head. Thank God, thank goodness it's not real. Looks like it's made of fiberglass or something, so it's the head from the... Yeah, okay, definitely do. Not a surprise. Honor? Well, I think it matches the mascot body we found earlier. Oh, Maggie. What did the poor mare do to deserve this? Why did somebody send this to Fran? She's in debt. We couldn't help but a discussion with Oh, he's just my alcohol supplier. Just an issue with the latest invoice, that's all. Didn't sound like leave it, please. Honey. Honey. Sorry, dear. I can't think about that right now. Fran, I found this downstairs. If it's another flag, yes, you can keep it. No, it's some kind of a statue. That's good. Oh, that's Maggie, a mascot. She's, a customer knocked her over, smashed her head into a million pieces. Should get rid of the poor thing. Fran, I found this package. And it's got a head in it. A head that matches the mascot body. A head, you said? A head, you said, had been smashed to pieces. Oh! Come on, Fran. Stop trying to pretend this is... that's... Look, I gotta go. I know what's up, Fran. And if you can't bring yourself to say it, I will. Anna, what's this all about? It's nothing. Crispian's harassing you. Crispian's been harassing you. How'd you... We know you've got a loan from somewhere other than the bank. We also overheard you and Crispin earlier. He warned you what'll happen if you're late. That's why we found the club mascot head in a box, isn't it? Crispian mailed it to you in Fred. I can't hide it anymore. You're right. I've gotten myself into a real bad situation. Oh, but... Well, this place doesn't make much money. And I was desperate to rejuvenate it. Oh, I really thought it'd help us pull more people in. After all, the banks rejected me. A friend told me about Crispian. And, well, I went to get a loan. I thought I'd be able to pay it back easily, but haven't been any better. Why didn't you come to me? I could have helped. I managed the first few payments, but I've been late on the last couple. That's when the threats started. Phone calls, turning up unannounced, and yes, sending Maggie's head. Do you think he's behind what happened today, too? Yes, that must be it. He crashed the float into the club to show what happens to people who don't pay. Not necessarily. Because if he ruins the club gets shut down. Club gets shut down, there's no way she can pay. Right? So it doesn't matter. Why didn't you tell us this earlier? I was ashamed. I'm in a huge mess, but it's all of my own making, and now someone died because of it. Oh, I'm sad you didn't tell me, but now I know. We can put our heads together and work. There has to be a way out of this. Honor, Crispian was inside the club a short while ago. Oh, we should confront him before he gets away. Oh, be careful, you. He may look unassuming, but don't underestimate. Crispian, we want a word with you. I only have 2 words. I'll give you a clue. A second word off. Is it Bake Off? We know you've been harassing Fran. We know about the loan, and that you cut off the mascot's head. I told you, keep your nose out of this. Admit it. You crashed the float into this club. You killed Oliver Laurel. If you don't stop trying to dig up dirt on me. So help me. I'm taking you down to the station to talk to Detective Cross. No, aren't. Honor, well, be careful. Listen, you're blocking me. I would kill. Okay. There's no need to escalate this. Oh, but there is, I'm afraid. We're treading on dangerous turf. Put down the gun. We're innocent. There's no need for you to be scared of me. I just want to know the truth. Scared? Of you? I gave up being scared a long time ago. It's astonishing what money can do for one's social. All those people that treated me like garbage, that looked down on me, they seem so small when they crawling to me for money. So no, I'm not scared. I'm the one who does the scaring. Just put the gun down, Crispian. Let's talk. This isn't helping you look innocent. Perhaps not, and yet I am innocent. I just can't afford to be dragged into an investigation when my work is, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. This is my final warning to you, Anna Mirzai. I played no part in the death of Oliver Laurel. Look for your murderer elsewhere. It's taken me years to make something of myself, and I won't allow you to tear it all down. Stay away from me, you understand? Whatever you say, Crispian. Glad to hear it. In that case, I hope to never see you again. For your sake. That was... Oh, well, that was so scary. I'll Detective Cross about this. Honor! Oh, wait for me! I would love to. But I have to get going. So, we will tell Detective Cross about this tomorrow. So, I will be back tomorrow. I am live every Wednesday to Sunday, somewhere between 8:30 and 9 a.m.-ish Eastern, New York time, whichever's easiest for you to Google. I will be either finishing Murder by Numbers tomorrow, or we'll be doing it. I don't know. We'll see if we finish it or not. Anyway, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.